Okay, we are about ready to start our session. Before we do, let me just give our welcome our Twitch and YouTube viewers, also those who are watching this session live. If you're watching this session live, and I'm going to give you a quick recap of what occurred last episode. It's been 2 weeks, so it might even give our players a little bit of a refresher here. So, last time, Shane experienced a vision from Tyrael while he was unconscious during the Fish People fight, fighting himself what appeared to be the city of Kerzaden before it was cursed. Tyrael led Shane to an archaeological dig site where they witnessed dwarf-like humanoids opening a large door. The door led to a prison where a young boy was chained up. Shane asked, "What is this?" And Tyrael replied, "This is the end." Meanwhile, the party finished mopping up the last of the combatants, causing the fish people on the dais to run backward. In hot pursuit, the party discovered that they had retreated to a stone hut where they were waiting in ambush. Rather than fall into that trap, they made a trap of their own, enlarging themselves and causing the crudely built stone hut to crumble, exposing the fish people to Ravona's moonbeam and finishing off the archpriest. Taking their spoils, they go and find Meadow, who leads them to his sanctuary where he feeds them and urges them to bathe. Afterwards, Meadow asks many questions about the current state of the world, not giving much commentary. He then abruptly tells the party of a way out, using a powerful forgotten spell to hold the Lich Dragon Lurzadun in radiant stasis until they can escape. Unfortunately, the spell is on the scroll, lost on the other side of Kerzdum's suburbs, among the dead. So, now, we go from our characters who have turned in for the night, we go up to the stairs of a side bedchamber and through the door, and we see Meadow, the old gnome, walk to his chair, and he slumps down. It had been an exhausting few days, but at last he was home. They killed an entire Kutoa village, he murmured to himself. He was half revolted and half impressed. Perhaps it would take utter fools for what must be done. It surely had taken utter fools to begin it. Meadow grimaced at the thought. No, I'm doing what I can to undo it, to find a way to make things right. He said either in his head or out loud, which one he was not sure of anymore. The last group of adventurers had seemed promising, a religious bunch who served a strange god called the Wayfinder, looking for some sort of weapon to stem the tide of necromancy that had broken across their kingdom. They called it Endosia. Meadow has worked up his nerve and rescued them from Lurzadun when they woke the Lich Dragon up unawares, though they had given the Lich Dragon more of a fight than most. They were brave, confident, sure, and most of all quite powerful. Meadow thought for sure they would succeed in finding the spell. If they were to contain the Lich Dragon, he would be able to obtain the staff. But they never returned. In over 500 years, Kerzadan's only living resident has been Meadow. It is a wonder that he has not fallen more into madness. And now, as impressed as he was with their victory, Meadow could not bring himself to hope. Not in a group of individuals so inept and so blunderous. He would send them to get the spell, and they too would never return, just like countless many before them. Then Kerzadan will be completely forgotten. The Oracle's prophecy will have failed, and he would slowly but surely die. His powers fading. How long had he watched helplessly as it ebbed away? This last bout with the Lich Dragon took almost all of his reserve. He would be too powerless to save another party of adventurers, if they ever came. Bitterness crept into Meadow's heart as he wrote his journal entry for the evening. I have given up hope of stopping what is to come. The Oracle was wrong. There's not a group of adventurers powerful enough to stop what has occurred, what is happening, and what will happen again. Our history will repeat itself, and all of my efforts in this God's forsaken wasteland will have been for naught. I am in deep sorrow and anguish, for I will die alone, knowing that I have failed. I will prepare anyway. I do so begrudgingly, knowing this latest group of adventurers are not heroes or champions, but a group of traveling idiots who stumbled in here from the surface. There is no way they will survive and retrieve the spell, and yet, no, I cannot. I cannot. Hope is too cruel in this dry, decrepit tomb. It is very likely this tomb and my life's, more than my life's atonement, will never be made. Curse the gods, curse the Oracle, and curse the damn adventurers for taking away the last shred of faith I had. I will send them off. I will prepare my notes, and when they do not return, I will try to sneak past Lurzadun and all the hells to get the staff. I will die. No one will remember. Maybe it is better that way. Meadow puts down his quill, and a tear runs down his old, weathered gnome face as he heaves himself up, dresses in his nightclothes, and tries for perhaps the millionth time to sleep. But the dreams, oh the dreams, they always come. The next morning, you guys wake up. It has a morning as a relative word because you're really not sure deep underground the passage of time, how much time has passed. You can guess that this is another day, another full day that has passed in this chapter. As much as you can guess from your tracking the calendar from when the last time that you left, it is now the 20th of Ban. Give or take. And so you guys wake up and see that your rooms, inside the wardrobes in your rooms are, comfortable living clothes, not armor or anything like that. But it's you noticed that they're very short. Not as short as you would see a dwarf have, but shorter than most average humans.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop it.
Substriding and springing.
What?
Huh?
What did you say, Abe?
Tuned to the boots of striding and springing.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so you have attuned.
Magic items we may as well use.
Okay.
They require attunement.
Yes.
Wait, we got magic items?
Yeah, we've
Yes.
got boosts of striding and springing.
Like for everyone, or who has it?
Floor.
Who's gonna get it?
Okay, also, since we took a long rest, I'm gonna roll a d20.
Ha! 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 The
Yes.
spore,
Rolled it.
the spore of enlightenment recharged. Woo!
All right.
Wow,
so,
finally.
as you guys wake up and look at the spore that has been kind of inert for most of your journey through the Kirsaden ruins, the spore lights up with a colorful, almost like light greenish light that kind of flows around the branches that encompass the spear, and it starts to lightly pulsate with life.
Very protective about that one. Ramona's happy.
I have Do you guys see just empty white squares?
See absolutely nothing.
You don't see?
I see. No, I've got the map. I've got the a room with like the forge. I think that is. And
yeah,
the living
I see like
quarters.
a
Yeah,
circular
there we
stairwell with an X crossed over it.
Do you see a bunch of white squares though?
No.
Like, these squares
Yeah.
are kind of whitish.
Well,
They're
yeah,
great.
I got like a whole screen of white squares. So okay, so
That's
I'm
weird.
going to reload. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Nickel difficulties.
Always lovely. At least I think I am. As if Firefox doesn't die on me. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, folks. I need an actual visual representation of what I'm talking about here, and white squares just wasn't doing it for me. Still white squares. What is going on? Like my... Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. Ugh. What in the world? Okay, so... Yeah, so you guys... tune to your the objects, the boots.
Who's the one who attuned to it?
I did.
Shane did.
Shane.
Did you guys figure out what all your objects were? I don't remember. Or did you
No,
just...
What all
we
what all
have
our what were?
not,
What all
We
our
have
what
not.
were?
identified the shield with the insignia of a griffin crushing a raven,
Okay.
a small bag of dust,
Okay.
and an amulet that has black liquid inside of it.
Okay. Great. Good to know. What did
And
you...
we didn't.
I don't even know where. Don't even remember what party loot. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hang on. Magical items there. Boots of striding and springing. Yes, Shane. Spore of enlightenment. If nobody minds, Rabona will carry.
Okay,
unless,
that's cool.
Unless anybody, because she's a bit particular about that one. The glowing orb, the amulet. Should we? I'd probably ask James if he was here, but he isn't. I'd probably
Let me...
try
we're
to
shoving that.
identify that.
Let me...
them.
We know what that is.
We know what it is.
Glowing orb.
Yeah, the
No,
golden
I mean
orb
the
is just a-
amulet.
She
The
means-
amulet.
She means the amulet. Let me see if... Screw.
Let me try to attune to it if it's.
If it's cursed,
Yeah,
you're
and
dead.
then it's a cursed amulet. Please don't.
If I'm cursed, you know. Oh, let's attune it to Nino. If he's cursed, he can just come back to life.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Just kidding.
If it's cursed, we murder the monkey.
No.
I'm gonna say it can't be attuned to animals.
The Spore of Enlightenment doesn't need attunement, does it?
Yeah, unless it says it needs it. Don't worry about it.
No, it doesn't. Okay, well,
Do you?
I suppose, yeah, sorry.
Screw can go ahead and try a look at it and see if he can determine what it is.
Yeah. Screw can try to identify the amulet, and I guess Rabona is gonna give the shield a try.
Yeah, he takes a look at the amulet and goes,
Nope.
"It's got magic in it."
Shane attempt to identify the shield with his amazing arcana of +0.
Yeah.
At
Loyal's gonna
disadvantage.
try.
Whoa, 16.
Yep.
Wow, nice. The shield, you kind of, you're curious what it does. You kind of like beat on it a little bit, see how sturdy and resistant it is. The shield is a +1 shield.
Oh, nice.
Shane steals it.
Shane's the only one who have any benefit with it.
Shane's the only one who could use shields anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I
Go
can
ahead,
I can
man.
use shields. Is it a metal shield or is it sort of
It is a
wooden
metal shield, yes.
Yeah, okay, Shane can have it.
Actually, I think druids can have metal shields. They just can't have metal armor.
No, they can't wear metal armor and shields.
Okay.
Gotta be wood.
I have a +1 shield, and that oops, bumps my armor class up to 18.
Nice.
Okay.
Woo! When you get heavy armor, you're finally gonna have 19. Wow,
Something's
that's
wrong
good.
with my armor class. And
By the
then-
way, Loyal's gonna try to smell the dust to see if he can identify what it is or something. I don't know.
Smell it?
Yeah, sniff the magic dust.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I kind of knew this would happen, but I wanted to try anyway. Okay, let me do this. Oh boy, please don't kill me.
11. You kind of put your nose inside of the dust bag, just kind of trying to sniff a little bit. Some of the particles like get up out of the dust, and you're immediately taken back by how dry your sinuses and your mouth feels. Like all the water comes just like gets sucked out of your mouth.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's dust
Wait,
that
wait.
makes things...
My mouth is a desert right now. What the
Yeah.
Someone give me
Basically.
some water. Someone give me some water. This kid absorbs water for some reason.
Bane's busy attuning to his boots at this point. He's just meditating on the ground as Loyal is freaking out.
Ravona,
Yeah.
give me some water, please.
Ravona is busy marveling at the no, she isn't. Yeah, she's gonna give him
Screw
water.
goes over to like the tub thing in your room and like sees water in
Oh.
there, scoops it up and kind of brings it over to you. There's you some water.
How putrid does the water look?
It looks pretty old. Like it's been in there a long time.
Right in the tub.
Loyal's gonna give Ravona the puppy dog eyes. Have
Yeah,
mercy on
I'm
him.
gonna give him like my water skin. Sorry.
Okay, so you drink some water, and eventually, it takes a little bit, but eventually you get some saliva going back in your mouth again. Whoa, that was pretty dry stuff.
Oh, what the hell is this thing? Is it this like a desert in a bag or something?
That's back.
This magic
Okay.
dust is dangerous. I think if you throw it in a lake, the lake's gonna be gone.
Okay. Would it be like Arcana to figure out what that might be?
Are you proficient?
No.
Then it's a disadvantage.
I think Screw is the only one who's
it's a
proficient.
disadvantage, but yes.
13.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not too hard to figure out that what you have here is you've vaguely heard about stuff like this. Well, you know, your brief time in the refuge. This is what is called dust of dryness.
Dust of dryness contains 1d6 plus 4 pinches of dust.
How many pinches are in it?
1d6 plus 4. Roll. Do we roll the die?
Roll the die now, or have somebody
There are
used it?
9 pinches of dust in it.
Oh, that's decent.
Nice. The dust turns a cube of water 15 feet on a side into to one marble-sized pellet, which floats or rests near where this. So wait, it transforms water into a pellet?
Yeah, which it floats or rests near where the dust was sprinkled. So the water actually turns into like a drop and just sits on top of the dust. And
An elemental compromise, mostly of water, makes a DC 13 Constitution or take 10 D6 necrotic damage.
Very good against water elementals. Yes.
Oh, its weight is negligible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we can just, if we ever find an ocean, we can grab some water and then just carry it around.
Yeah, but it's limited. We can't just use up every. What if we come across a water element? Better to just carry around a little bit of dust instead of just wasting it all on the ocean.
Yeah, Shane's storing all of his crap in the bag of holding.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's waiting to be sold, and then the spears are for Shane.
Bags of holding are.
Ram is for Shane. It's just everything that fits in the bag is in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
a bag.
How much weight can you carry in the bag?
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Okay. How many pounds of weight do you have right now, more or less? No need to calculate everything. Just try to round it.
Well, your shields are.
I meant to do that.
Yeah, your shields are like.
I haven't done it yet.
Shields are like 6 pounds each. And your spears are 3 pounds each. So.
Okay, so we're not too close to the limit. Loyal's gonna, since Loyal was already the guy who checked out the dust, he's gonna try to check out the necklace as well. He's gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna open up and drink this, but.
Okay, Arcana check with disadvantage.
Actually,
and the
wow.
6.
No. You have
it's
no
fine.
idea what this is.
Now, Ravonna remembers what we're about to do today and quickly sits down and meditates and changes her spells.
Alright. You may do so.
Loyal's gonna try to attune
Oh,
to
God.
the necklace.
You're gonna try to attune
luck.
to the necklace.
Wait, let me look at the appearance of the necklace.
Okay.
First. Let's see.
Let me get it out here.
It's an amulet that has a black liquid inside of it. Is it like?
The amulet has, it's just like a magic looking amulet that has energy going through it. Inside is like a chamber, a clear translucent chamber, where you see what appears to be the kind of, and Screw pointed this out last time, appears to be the kind of liquid associated with sludge.
Okay, yeah. Loyal's gonna try to attune to it.
I think we should make Shane, or not Shane, Screw
Screw.
attune to it.
Let's screw attune to it, yeah.
Think about this.
Screw goes.
I mean-
Well, let's give Screw an old wisdom save, shall we? -1. Oh, this should be good.
It's not too bad.
It's not
It's
too
at 11.
bad.
It's over 10.
He says it might be best if we just figured out what it is first. I mean, I'm all up for doing it, but it might be a better idea to not, unless we know what
Meadow
it is.
give us full day to stay here before we had to go out.
Well, Meadow said that you'd have to remain there a little bit until you go out, because the dragon lich has to stop looking for you. And right now, it's currently in
spend
hot
time.
pursuit. Yeah.
Can spend attempting to figure out what this thing does.
I don't know, man. I think Arcana is basically a check that you can only make once to recall knowledge that you might know or something. Unless we have like books or something with us. Do we have any books? Is there a library in this place?
Okay, so the 5e rule, which is not the rule that we're using in this game,
No.
is that literally if you just spend an hour with a magic item, you know what it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
I follow
okay.
That rule.
So I would say that we can make the Arcana check multiple times. Okay, just one time, and if we can't figure it out, the magic item's useless for us.
Until you discover what it does, or unless you want to risk attuning yourself to it, which you can do.
While this is
Or
going on,
unless-
Shane is busy jumping across the entire hallway in his boots of striding and springing,
Oh. No,
because
but
he can now jump 60 feet gaps.
Wow. Yeah.
right.
All over the
Yeah.
place.
Now we could also have Screw learn identify. That would
No.
make things easier.
He can't.
Yes.
He's not allowed. Sorcerers don't have identify.
Oh fuck's.
Yep, that is a thing that is true.
Doesn't work.
Listen, let Loyal curse himself, you
You
know?
know-
Let
you know-
Loyal curse himself. Let
We have to wait a couple days. We can do this tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you could probably try again tomorrow, maybe, if I'm nice.
If I'm nice.
Yes. Or you can give it to someone else to try and identify tomorrow.
I mean, everyone already tried.
I haven't.
I didn't.
Oh, you can try to identify the necklace then, Shane.
Each of you can try to identify it once.
Only
Excuse me.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah,
No. Ramona's too busy learning new spells. She's out of
Ramona.
it.
So a 3 and a 2. Okay, listen. I'm gonna try to attune to it.
Yeah, let
It's
him. Let him.
decided. Let me
If he
go
curse
wants
for
to,
myself.
let him.
All right.
Just go for it.
So
And when you die, I will laugh.
you put on the necklace, and it takes a while, but then you feel like almost like there's a humming vibration on your chest. And what this is the amulet of lesser spell restoration.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's cool.
The amulet
just true.
has 3 charges. With each charge, you're able to use your reaction to store half of the magical damage that you incur. This magical
Ooh.
energy is stored in the amulet for future use. Using the amulet can restore a number of spell slots equal to the amount of energy stored up to the 5th spell level. So there's a table I'll show you in a second. The amulet can only be used for 3 charges to draw magical energy from magical damage, and you will recover 1d3 charges per long rest. You may use the energy to recover multiple spell slots of varying levels, provided you have the sufficient points. So,
Yeah. Okay. I might give this to Screw then.
Yeah, give it to Screw. I mean, he's a melee sort of caster anyway,
Yeah,
so he's gonna get hit.
He's gonna tank all that magic damage.
Yep.
all right. So he goes, "Ooh, I'll take that." Puts it on.
Shall we rule that he attunes to it as well? Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
since
do that.
he takes a few moments to tune to it. So there you go. Amulet of Lesser Spell Restoration.
Okay, so the damage half the damage becomes the number of magic points.
Correct.
Okay.
And it goes up to
Okay.
the 5th level.
Okay. So can you like get, if you decide to spend the 20 points, like 40 points, can you get 2 first level spell slots instead of 1/3?
Yes, that's how
Okay.
it works. And it only goes up to 60 points, so you only go up to 1/5 level spell slot.
That's big.
Yeah. So that's your cap, is at the top of the chart.
So, when you use a charge to absorb a spell, do you only take half damage from the spell?
No, you still take the full damage from the spell. Yeah, you still take the damage from the spell.
Clarification.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, you're taking the damage, but the energy from that damage is going into the amulet itself.
I think if it gave you resistance, it would be an amulet of greater spell restoration.
Alright, so who wants to shoot Screw in the face with some spells today?
I can do that if we take it at a long rest. I've got Moonbeam. I can Moonbeam
Stay
him.
here for a couple days.
Yeah, I'll Moonbeam him.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Screw's like, I get where this is going.
Well, Screw, we've got this magnificent forge in down there where you can repair yourself. I'll help you. Let's bombard you with spells.
I'm gonna stay out of this.
Okay.
Nino, you're gonna stay out of this too, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna hit Screw with spells. You guys are really abusive.
Hey, Shane's idea.
So,
This is Shane's idea. Shane owns this idea.
Shane, you've been running and jumping up and down the hall, and you finally you hear a door open, and then you hear a voice. What is all that racket? Oh, it is too early. Stop it! Quit jumping on my
Straight over
floor.
Meadow. Just jump over Meadow.
Oh! Well, fine.
Shane, stop trying to give Meadow a heart attack. He's been nice to us.
Alright, Meadow.
Right.
Experimenting with magic.
It's time to eat. And then he is just he's got bed hair and his his night clothes are disheveled, and he kind of shuffles past you into the area where you first came into the home, and you hear the sounds of flashes of arcane energy, and you hear the noise of pots and pans, and he's starting to make breakfast, I guess.
I'll go help him.
Okay. So you guys, Ravona, you go and help him make breakfast. Unless you have other things to do, he eventually finishes the breakfast and sits down, and he gives you all breakfast, and then kind of wordlessly eats himself. You can tell he's not a morning person. He just kind of grunts and grumbles while he's, drinking his morning beverage, and then he finishes his food and he sips back and goes, well, I have to do some scouting and run some errands today. You need to stay here until the Dragon Lich stops looking for you. Hopefully that will only be a few days. In the meantime, feel free to walk around and explore this place. I do warn you, though, I stay away from my chambers, and there are things in this house that I have not discovered quite yet. The former owners were, let's just say, they liked to play tricks on unsuspecting thieves. So, just look around, be careful, don't get into thing you're not supposed to. Stay alive long enough for me to return.
We will try.
Yes, sir.
Alright. And he gets up and shuffles back towards his chambers.
No monkey business from us. And says, "Oh, ah."
Okay, maybe a little monkey business.
Some monkey business, yes. So eventually he comes back out. He's a lot more put together. Some old but nice robes, and he grabs some things out of which you seem to be the pantry over here, and then he heads out the door. You hear an incantation kind of fly up. Yes.
I was about to say before he leaves, can I ask him if he's got anywhere where he's like growing food for himself?
He says, I normally create the food here.
Okay.
However, if it's your sort of thing, there is a fungal garden toward the back of the estate. And it's just got a bunch of rocks and some really old fungus. I don't know if I'd touch it, but if you want to use
I'll have a look, thank you.
Yes, fine. And then he just
Dan's going to go with and make sure that Ravona doesn't start tripping out.
Okay. So he leaves, sets up an incantation on the door. You guys eventually travel to the back, and it's through the set of double doors near Meadows' room. And there is, I'll reveal it to you, there is this sort of rock/fungal garden that appears that the benches are very old. Whoever lived here at some point probably had other uses for this garden than it to simply be a place where fungus and rocks sit. But at this point, that is what is there.
Okay, so can I have a look at everything that remains in here and see if these are edible fungi that are growing here, or if it's like poisonous stuff?
Do a nature check.
Can I make it with advantage since I'm a druid?
Wait. I have nature. I can help you, and then you can have it.
He can give you
Okay, let's do it like that. Wow.
Whew.
Wow.
What a waste of my help. I feel offended.
Wow, you guys
used like this.
So
Sorry.
you're normally very proficient, both between the two of you, at what grows out in the wild. This stuff is new. Like, you haven't seen these fungi before. They're kind of strange and different and almost foreign to your nature knowledge. So, yeah, they just look like mushrooms.
Hey, Ravona, do you think these are native to the Underdark?
I have absolutely no idea.
Because I never seen any of those in the surface, so that's what I'm guessing.
It could be.
Or Kerzadan's a really old place. This could just be stuff native to Kerzadan.
Or that.
Maybe it's extinct in other places.
The local fauna. Access this place through rock. All that many fungi, but it's understandable that there would just not be spread all the way to the refuse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you can tell that these...
Considering that this has been in a garden for, hundreds of years, time to mutate.
Yeah, these fungus don't look very healthy. Like they haven't had any nutrients or anything for a long time.
Okay. Okay, in that case, can I, from the nearest fungi, gonna take a teeny tiny bit out of it, and I'm just gonna eat it. and see if it's poisonous. And if I fall unconscious, then it's poisonous.
Which one?
I don't know. This one.
These 3 are fungi. These 3 are rocks. That one. Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Lovely. It's poisonous. Yeah, that's good.
Don't feel anything. It tastes kind of bitter. Not
These
sure you would
poor,
use that.
these poor fungi need to be nurtured before, or the soil where they grow that needs to be nurtured before they can be of use again. Seeing as we are gonna be here for a couple of days, I can probably transform this room into a suitable environment for these mushrooms to grow again. Like I want to see what's going to happen if I do.
Okay.
So yeah, Rabona's gonna like have like a really big breakfast and get lots of water, and then she's gonna plant herself in the middle of the room, and then she's gonna go 8-hour plant growth.
Okay. So you just start working on the plants.
Yeah. So yeah, making the whole place nice again for the fungi to grow for the next year.
Screw goes.
Also,
oh, yeah, go ahead.
also, I don't know if I've got the control over it, but I want to make sure that it's not overgrowing. I just really want to nurture the soil and repair the damage that's already been done. I don't want them to, overgrow.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
Great, here we go again.
What's this now? You're alone. I
15?
can't have it.
Yeah,
Well, that's
not bad.
better.
That's not bad.
That's
okay.
awesome.
You'll find out. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Screw goes, well, I'm not gonna watch plants grow. I'm gonna go head down to the forge. And so he goes and runs down to the forge.
Fun.
Probably to avoid being shot by spells, just to fill the amulet up.
Yeah. Well. I'm out of the picture for the next 8 hours.
I don't know what Loyal will be doing. He has no magic items to attune to.
Target practice.
I mean, you could explore the rest
go
of the
explore.
house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's where we can go. No, first questions. Where is Meadows Chambers?
Okay,
so we
so
don't
Meadows
go
Thing with the
Chamber.
big X.
The one with the big X. And as you look, as you walk by, you look down the hall, and you see that there's an intricately carved, bearded humanoid face that is above the door, and it kind of looks down from that carving down onto the kind of balcony-ish thing that is where Meadow enters his chambers at.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of creepy. I get close.
Say we
to-
go and explore any other room.
Yeah, I agree with you, Shane. We are so in sync. Ain't that right, Nino? Oh, ah. Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, you know that there is. We'll just go look around. Yeah, not enter. Do not enter. That's funny.
Is this a door?
Yes, that is a door.
Let's open a door.
So you guys open the door in the hall, and you see what is basically a staircase, kind of like the one that leads to Meadows Chambers, but it goes up to another landing. This one does not have a face on the door. And as you guys go up the stairs, are you giving me any checks?
Yep. I'm
no.
gonna do some perception.
Okay. Investigation for traps, if you're looking for traps.
I'm not good at investigation.
None of you pretty much are.
Okay, let's do this. Nino's gonna do one too, so let's everyone do it.
I think that's a perception check for traps.
Investigation.
It is investigation. So that's
Damn.
why the rogues use it. They have such good intelligence skills for the most part. Yeah, you don't notice any traps. Shane really doesn't notice any traps.
Oh, we're gonna die today.
So you guys ascend the stairs and you come into what appears to be some sort of library. And it's filled with several shelves piled with parchments and some codices. Around a large stone desk, there's a pile of various works that are indecipherable and unrecognizable. It looks like a real mess. There is a paned window that is kept quite clean and has a panoramic view of the ruined outskirts of Kirzadan. You can occasionally glance and see Lurzadun fly around the cave line, still frantically searching for you. The hearth also has an opening up here as the warm light billows from the stones heated by the steam rising from below. So yeah, that's what you see.
Is this scroll over here an actual scroll?
Yeah, it's just, scrolls. Scrolls, he's got
Okay.
several of them just laying around. It looks a mess.
Okay. I think we should
Get him.
I think we should not get too close to the window on the off chance that the big mean dragon looks our way. But what do you want to do, Shane?
Let's read some books.
Alright. Give me investigation checks.
Okay, since Nino doesn't know how to read, I can't do one for him.
You're good at investigation, guys.
Okay.
All of our plus zeros.
So, loyal, it just is a bunch of gibberish. Looking at it, you just have no idea what is. It doesn't even look like really a language that even you understand. It's just kind of, what is this? Shane, you find the same thing, but as you're checking one of the shelves, one particular codex sticks out as it seems quite out of place, decorated in beautiful type and having multiple runes and scripts along its bright cyan cover.
Okay.
You're gonna try to look in it.
Hello?
I read it.
Okay. You open the book and you're surprised to find nothing inside of it. It's blank.
Shane, did you find anything?
Like I flip all the way through it, everything is blank.
It's just blank, yeah.
Well, I found something kind of weird.
Yeah, what is it?
Roll a perception
Well,
check,
this-
Shane. Okay. You notice that there's an inset into the book itself. Like, there's nothing in the inset, but there seems to be some sort of inset where, and it appears to be scroll-sized.
Need a key in order to be able to read the book. Scroll off the ground and stuff it. insert.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't appear to do anything.
Does it fit in the insert?
Yeah.
Inset?
Yeah. I mean, you managed to fit the scroll inside of the insert. But it doesn't appear to do anything.
Loyal?
Yeah. What's the insert shape like?
It's scroll shaped. You can place either a scroll that's slightly unrolled, or you can place parchment. Either way, you could put it's like an insert into the cover itself.
Maybe there's a magic word that you have to say for you to be able to read it. Like, is there anything
going to...
in the cover or something, or in the spine?
Give a perception check.
Okay.
No, you don't notice anything in the cover of the spine.
I want to look for any personal papers, like anything that has a name that might tell us who this place belonged to.
Okay. You've gone through a lot of the library, and it's quite extensive, but it's also quite frustrating because you don't seem to be able to read any of it. It doesn't look like, these people are about the size of dwarves. It doesn't look like dwarvish. It doesn't look like elvish. It doesn't look like anything that you've actually come across, even remotely.
Is it celestial?
No, it doesn't look celestial. It does not look like something, because you've encountered languages you can't read, but you've never seen something like this. It's really strange.
Do you think it's some kind of code, or do you weird language?
It doesn't
Could be a code.
It doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear to be cryptographic. It just appears to be some sort of really strange language. Almost like think cuneiform in form. Almost that type of language.
Hi, James.
I don't even know what that is.
Sorry, it's the language of the Sumerians, but like the
Like
written
from
language.
Babylon?
Babylonish, yes. It's very crude, very rudimentary. And not something you've seen.
Well, I'm lost. I'm gonna check any other place out.
I honestly have a feeling that this book is important.
I mean, yeah, it does look, but there's not much we can do with it if we don't know how to use it. Unless you want to ask Meta when he comes back.
Are we looking at the ancient dwarvish tome that we had?
Oh no, we're looking
Had
at...
an ancient dwarvish tome?
Oh yeah, remember?
That's news to me.
Yeah, remember from the village? You guys picked up a book.
Ah,
It was
Also,
my bad.
James, you got a new shiny magic item.
I got a new shiny what now?
Magic
Magic
Look
item.
up the Amulet of Lesser Spell Restoration.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yours now,
we
Lloyd.
gave that to you because we like you so much.
I feel special. I will look it up as soon as I'm on my computer. I'm on my phone at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, basically, we started the day and we started off attuning to and identifying magic items. And the amulet with the black liquid in it turned out to be an Amulet of Lesser Spell Restoration, which is for you. I managed to charge the Spore of Enlightenment, and Ramona's hogging that right now, and Shane has put on the Boots of Springing and Striding and has basically bounced up and down the corridor and pissed off Meadow in the process. And yeah.
On a complete and utter whim, I'm going to take out that was the Arcane Scavenger Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it into the insert on the back of the book.
Okay. So you put the Arcane Scavenger Hunt scroll inside of the insert. Nothing seems to happen.
Disappointed.
I'm disappointed too. Be right back. I'm
Try
gonna
at the moment.
turn on the light.
I'm gonna go explore somewhere else.
Okay. So you stow the tome
I'm back.
in your pack.
Book.
Walk off. Screw went down to the smithy. Inside the smithy basically is so down a set of steps, and you get into a room that's right beneath the hearth room. It's got a large, magnificent forge. It's very well kept, but it's not used. There's a large, unceasing steam, boiling hot water that heats some of the superheated rocks that are as close to magma as you can get without it being in a volcano. There's the large basin of water that's slowly spewing out of the mouth of a miniature bearded humanoid figure. A large obsidian anvil sits in the center of the chamber with an assortment of hammers and chisels on a rack. And there's a stone table that's nearby as well. And there is a stone lever on the back wall in the up position.
Where's this?
Thought he was here. Well, crap. So that's where Screw is at in the at the forge in the basement. So you guys, I guess, get frustrated with the library.
Yeah. The library has nothing. We have no intelligence-based characters.
Yeah,
Okay, we have no wizards because intelligence is useless in 5e.
it really is. It really
That
is.
too. I mean, we could have like an Arcane Trickster or Eldritch Knight. Those have a bit of intelligence too.
Yeah, thieves that like rogues that need intelligence to do traps and things like that. That would be about the only exception to like wizards.
Int is always your dump stat rule.
For everybody else, it's pretty much a dump stat.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Folks are for chumps anyway.
So you guys descend back down the stairway.
But no, is this here the exit?
That's the stairs to the forge area.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably where Screw's hiding.
Yeah, Screw's down in the forge area, and like I was saying before, there's an anvil with a rack of chisels. There's a cooling pool as well as the normal forge, superheated watered stone rocks that come up from beneath the hearth and the floor. And there is a large stone lever in the up position on the back wall.
Pull the lever.
Keep thinking he's here, and then he's gone again.
Oh no, I was listening.
Oh, okay.
Really happy to say to that. It was like, cool. The forge sounds awesome.
Okay, so was there something that you
Anything
wanted
that you're doing? Or...
doing?
He's probably just poking around, seeing what's down there. Like, ooh, this is cool stuff. I could build this, and he's just pondering. I mean, he doesn't have time to build anything, so he's just taking.
Well,
in
we're
his
here
new-
for days, maybe.
You're there
As
for a
if
few
you have
days,
anything
so
small.
if there's a project you wanted to do, you might possibly do it.
When did we take a whole? I know we took a long rest. I didn't know we were staying down there for days.
Well, the thing is, we need to wait until the Lich Dragon has stopped looking for us, and Meadow stated it could be a few days if, like, worst case scenario.
Basically, we were exploring a little bit until we get bored.
He left to go and
time skip.
scout and to do some errands out about in the waste, and said basically that you guys needed to stay put until he was sure that the Lich Dragon had stopped personally looking for you.
Ah, okay, I missed that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In which case, I suppose Screw would put the new forge to work and be like repairing Shane's sword, or just like basic upkeep. And then if he has more time, he'll find something to do.
Okay. You gotta repair Shane's sword. I forgot what happened to it. It got corroded, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just
Covered in blood.
Didn't your sword get corroded in the slime fight down in the Myconid cave?
Oh yeah.
This one.
That was a while
Oh yeah,
ago.
you've got like multiples of swords.
Yeah, so
Punch the slime.
what would you want to, if you have time, excuse me, what would you want to construct if you had time?
That's a good point. I haven't really thought of anything. I mean, it also depends on how much scrap is the forge area. Does it have scrap left over from its
That's
last
some
occupant?
pretty good quality metal in there, actually. It's just
Quality
kind of,
metal.
Yeah, it's just kind of stacked off to the side. Like I said, it's an
Well-
immaculate forge. It just was not. It hasn't been used.
Well, I've seen blacksmiths forge swords in a couple of days, so maybe he'd put the forge through its works and use the nice metal and make Shane a new sword, or basic just experiment with the new stuff. Because if he was an industrial like forge worker, hammering out a sword or a hammer in a couple of days should be no challenge whatsoever.
Okay. Go ahead and make a, if you can, a smith check.
I will hop and roll 20 in a second. I'm changing
Okay,
over to my
I
laptop.
will do it for you then. Just keep it going.
It'd be like a +1.
You're gonna roll for him, and it's gonna end up being like a natural one.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's one and made it for me.
I don't want to do that.
Him secretly is plotting against us from within.
No, I really don't want to. I had to, at another game, I had to play a character, and I rolled terribly, and it kind of hurt them, and they weren't present, and I don't like that too much. So yeah, we'll wait till you get back, brother. That. Are you gone? Okay, good. Just a smithing check.
while we're waiting for him,
Mm-hmm.
I use my alchemy skills to try and identify the fiery reddish black potion and the bluish gray potion.
All right, do it.
Oh yeah, there's potions too.
Forgot about them because they're in a separate section.
Oh, are there any herbs where Ravona's growing plants and stuff? Because I want to do something with my herbalism kit when she's done.
You can once she finishes. Not at the moment.
Okay.
She is in the process of kind of fertilizing that area. Okay.
Would you like me to make
20.
2 separate rolls?
Yes.
Or...
Yes, 2 separate rolls. So 20 and a 23. Okay. So the black and red potion is a potion of fire breath.
Some?
The bluish, grayish potion is a potion of frost giant strength. I just got water all over me.
Fool! Now you're going
Holy
to melt because you're a GM, and that means you're a witch.
Yeah, water is my weakness.
Frost giant strength. That's nice.
Yeah. So fire breath and frost giant strength, and you have the other potions, but you're not quite sure what they do because you would need a little bit more of a. You need somebody a little bit more experienced than you to kind of discern what they are. Because you did try to figure those out, and that did not work out.
Yeah, the random junk that I scooped from
Yes,
the sewer.
yes, the random
I'm
junk.
pretty sure that's not actually anything.
It might not be.
Despite Netto.
All right, so let me just check here. Yeah, so you're able to over the course of you will be able to over the course of the next few days to fashion, a sword. I'll let you know what kind of sword comes out and its qualities when you're finished.
Yeah, that
I
Yeah.
suppose that one of us can make a recommendation.
You can, yeah. I mean, you can talk to him about it.
Need metal, you can try making me ring mail. Which would help me.
Isn't ring mail awful? Like 14 AC.
Ring mail.
Ring mail is 16 AC, it
Yeah.
costs 75 gold pieces to make.
Yeah.
No, that's chainmail. Ring mail is 14 AC.
Oh, I think you mean chainmail, don't you?
In mail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't have it open. So.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I thought you were wearing better stuff.
It gives me 15 AC. Bad.
Yeah, chainmail would give you 16 AC.
Stan.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you could have the time to make splinter plate.
Yeah, that's a little bit more intricate. Though the forge itself is definitely capable of producing something of that quality, it would definitely take more time.
According to rules, it would take like a suit of chainmail, but
Well, it also depends on how much material Will is down there. If I got enough to make a suit of ring mail, then Screw will try, but he's going to obviously start with the standard, I can make a sword on this, let's try it.
okay.
Ravona, make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. It hasn't been too long, but from your efforts, you're starting to see like the fungus looks a little brighter,
Yay.
a little less droopy, and you're starting to see like little bit of moss and lichen kind of grow
That's good.
coat some of the dirt inside of the room.
Yeah, that's good.
You're definitely have added some sort of nutritional value to the soil in
Yay.
that room. All right.
Loyal and I are wandering around, attempting to find another door that we have not opened.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay. You guys walk around. The only places that you have not physically been into are Meadows' chamber and the small room off the main lobby area. Yeah,
Oh, okay, there's a small room over here?
Yeah, there's a small room there.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's the pantry, but...
So, the room is off to the left of the heart room and appears to have a lot of empty shelves. There are a few things here and there, but most of it is empty. There's a small groove toward the back of it, though, and this does appear to be a larder, that once held some sort of object, and it appears to be in the shape of an 8-sided figure. And other than that, it does not it does not appear to be anything remarkable about the room. Everybody, give me a perception check, you two.
Okay.
Everybody or everybody's that's there?
Who's everybody's who's there, obviously. Not everybody. Okay.
Womp.
Oh.
Wow, can Nino do
yes,
one?
Nino can do one.
Let's see if Nino saves her last.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys kind of stand there a bit. It's an interesting looking niche inside, but other than that, you don't see anything around the larder itself that could go in that niche.
Okay. Dang, neat. It must be a DC 20 or something.
Okay, can you describe this groove
Yeah,
to us?
it's a little groove inside of the stone larder, and inside of it fits what is an octagonal figure. Some sort of object that's an octagonal in shape fits inside of that groove. Or octagonal. Octagonal, I apologize. Octagonal.
Did Mido happen to have a library in here?
Yes, he did. He did have a library, which was very frustrating to the two who went and looked through it.
Yeah,
And
there
it is
was
unreadable?
nothing readable.
The one thing we didn't come prepared with was comprehend languages.
Not the two of us, because we can't learn it.
Yeah, I know.
Virtual high five.
They did find a tome that stood out from the rest of them that had a niche for scrolls and other parchments, but they're not quite sure what it means or what it does, if it does anything at all.
Oh well, I was mostly curious, like if we found like a dictionary with like that matches the old dwarvish tome that we have, or just looking to see if the dwarvish tome matches the languages, any of the languages used down here.
The dwarvish book that you found, it's really old dwarvish. But the books in this room are even older than that, and as I was telling them earlier, they have an almost Sumerian, Babylonian cuneiform type style to the language. It's just really rudimentary, and it's not something any of you have seen before.
Okay, just double checking. Like I said, my knowledge is a little bit out of date because I missed opening.
No, that's fine. No, good. So the only place left to go is Meadow's chamber, which has a big X and do not enter on it. Or try to find something that fills in the notch in the larder.
Let's do a little time skip, shall we?
And there is also the switch inside of the smithy.
Oh, there's a switch. Oh, let's look for anything.
Let's go flip a switch.
It's a big stone lever.
Let's pull the lever, Kronk.
All right. I need whoever's gonna try to pull the lever to give me strength checks.
Oh, Oh yeah.
A straight strength.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
Shane,
not
you
good.
grab the lever and it does not move. It's just like, wow.
Nino goes up to Shane, pats him on the back, pushes him aside slightly until he decides to go. And then he's gonna flex. And then he's gonna try to pull the lever.
Okay.
Come on, Nino.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Loosen it
Wow.
up for you there.
So that's a natural 20. Okay. So Nino flexes and then kind of hops and pushes his full weight on top of the lever, and suddenly you hear a door open on the side of the armory, and on the side of the forge. It leads to what looks like an armory. So,
that's
beyond the
interesting.
stone door appeared to be an armory of sort. Magnificent weapons and armor hang from the shelves next to the walls. A large-looking suit of armor, with statuesque suit of armor, stands with a pretty elegant great axe between its legs. It does not move, only facing the stone opening. And suddenly you hear a voice which is strange. It says, "Take one thing, and only one thing. If you take more, I will know. And do not touch the axe at the feet of the statue. It would be most unwise. Your choice is final, so choose carefully." And then the shelves on each side swivel towards you, revealing just a trove of different types of armor, weapons, and equipment.
Oh shit.
Holy shit!
Sorry.
Is it magical stuff?
Not from what you can tell just by glancing at it.
Does the voice sound like Meadows, or is it?
No, it does not sound like Meadows. It's had almost like a strange rumbling, almost a strange rumbling sound, but it was good-natured.
Okay. I'm gonna try to ask it a question. Excuse me, you said take only one thing. Do you mean per person or one thing in general? Like, only one thing must exit the place?
You don't get a response.
You sure that was a programmed illusion there?
Ah, dang it. I thought it was like a golem or something. Okay, Shane, you already got 2 magic nice things. I'm gonna see if there's a bow for me.
Alright. So you check. There are bows inside of the armory. Make an attempt at an Arcana check.
Did we all walk in at the same time?
I mean, you can. I mean, it did.
We just
open.
flipped the switch.
And then there's a giant rumbling of stone door opening.
Yeah, it was pretty loud.
Just a good question. Did Ravona hear it?
Make
Well,
a perception check.
I'm in here in the mushroom room and I'm concentrating on a spell. Where are you guys? Sorry.
They're in the forge area.
We are down the hallway,
Ah.
around the corner,
Yeah,
down the stairs.
honestly, would I really have heard that?
Make a perception check.
Can Screw investigate like the talking statue itself?
I
Like,
don't
he-
I
No,
don't
you
think I
don't.
heard that.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And just to be clear, he's not touching anything while he's doing it. He's doing like the detective walk
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, sure.
The
Yeah.
It's a statue.
Looks like a statue with some armor on it.
Well, I mean, as a warforged, could this be a giant warforged
No,
like
it does not
3,000
appear
years
to
old?
be. It does not appear to be a warforged.
Okay.
I'm checking out
It
the
was
bows.
worth
I
the
need to
thought.
roll something.
Sorry.
I'm checking out the bows. Do I need to roll something to see like?
There's pretty much every type of bow you would want. There's crossbows, long bows, some short bows, any type of bow that you actually would want. Are
Okay, I'm
kind
gonna-
of displayed across.
I'm gonna call Screw and be like, "Hey, Screw, do you think any of these is magic?" And I point to.
can always wait for Ravona.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Loyal's gonna be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go call her. She might be already ready for the grown plant thing." And then he's gonna run up the stairs, not taking anything with him, and he's gonna go and knock on the door of Ravona's
Verona,
impromptu lab.
you hear Loyal walk up. Knock, knock.
She finished with the ritual.
I don't answer. I'm casting.
Ravona.
I did specifically say I'll be out for 8 full hours. So yeah,
Oh, you said 8 hours.
8. Yes.
Shane walks up behind Loyo and taps him on the back of the head and says, "She's ready."
Good man.
I don't know why she didn't just use the spells lot.
I did.
It's
Plant
one-
growth.
What
It's
if character-
one action or 8 hours.
Out of character, both use the spell slot. One is
Ah.
in you instantly grow a few plants. The other is you enrich the soil for
Right.
a year.
Right.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I wanted to give Meadow a bit of an opportunity to grow stuff if he wanted to, kind of pay back for his help. That's why.
And also, we have time. We don't need to rush this.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. But then I'm not gonna want to be close to that place. I'm gonna get too tempted to just pick one thing at random.
Shane's gonna head back down, and if Screw's not still poking around in there, around in there.
I mean, whether he's not in the magical armory or in the forge, they're both right next to each other. So
Yeah, they are.
Going to flip the switch again.
Make a strength check.
That Screw is not in.
well, yeah. If Shane says, "Hey, I'm going to close the door," Screw will back out.
Nope. That thing doesn't budge.
Odd.
Nino's not gonna flex again. He's just gonna look at Shane and do a big exaggerated monkey shrug, like, "Oh, ah!"
Is this an up-down Lever
Yeah,
or a...
yeah, it's just a push up, push down sort of lever. It's a big stone lever.
Is it currently in the up position
No,
or
it's
the
down
down
in the
position?
down position. It's in the down position.
Okay. Okay, what do I have at my disposal? Open.
Yeah, it's just don't take anything from it until we're ready. Can we time skip? I'm getting antsy.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do?
It's just time skip until Ravona's done with ritual.
All right.
Okay,
So
we can do that.
eventually, you guys wait a little while. Meadow has not returned. At this point, you get around 8 hours. Ravona, you're noticing that the soil now is much darker, much richer. The fungus have started to grow splotches of color on them. There's a small carpet of green that is stretching across the floor, and it definitely looks much more alive than it did before. And this is where we're going to take a break
Okay.
for about 10 minutes. So we'll be back then.
That's cool.
Awesome. Yay! I gave life to, nature. I'm a good druid. Woo!
I do like this new features and traits thing in the corner over here.
I haven't filled it out yet, but it seems pretty cool.
All right.
I haven't filled anything out either, but I just added the amulet to it.
All right, you guys are back. So
You just missed a real funny conversation we had, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about charging Screw's amulet, and I suggested the whole moonbeam thing, and we then went from me just leaving the moonbeam on and him stepping inside, voluntarily failing the saving throw to take all the damage, then stepping out again, repel, and step back inside. And James was like, "Yeah, it would be a robot dancing in the moonlight."
Screw could become a disco ball.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
sorry. Continue.
Oh my goodness.
Back to the show.
How you guys use things in ways that they were just not intended. Oh, anyway. So,
Yes.
so yeah, it's been 8 hours. The effects of the concentration needing to hold up the spell wears off, and you kind of sigh relief, and you hear from outside as Loyal comes up and knocks on the door.
Hey, Ravona, are you done?
Yeah, I've got a slight headache, but come in. It's awesome.
Oh, good. I've been checking for
He's been coming
hours.
back like every 15 minutes. It's honestly been getting kind of annoying.
I've told you it's going to be 8 hours. Okay, what's wrong? Or is anything wrong?
Well, it's just that we kind of found a magic armory filled with tons of different weapons, and we want to know which ones of them are magic.
There's
and which
armor
are-
in there too, by the way. It's not just weapons.
Oh, there's also armor.
Yeah.
And also a big, giant armor guardian who says we can't take his axe.
Then
Or
let's
else.
not take the axe.
And also, we
Okay.
can only take one item. I think
Oh.
he meant one item for everyone instead of one armor for one item for each, which makes it kind of bad. But whatever.
I suppose you want me to go inside and see which is the magical stuff.
Yeah.
I
Also,
see.
this place is looking a lot prettier.
I know, right? And I
Great
kind of like affectionately pat the nearest mushroom and go, "Yeah, those are my babies now. All right."
The
Let's go
mushroom
to the armory.
audibly sighs. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
No, actually,
Dude.
with my speech of beast and leaf, the plants can understand me. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Right.
Meanwhile, Shane looking at Ravona as the only Furbolg he knows, is thinking, that's how Furbolg reproduce?
Oh.
No. Did you say that out loud? Did Shane say that out loud? Sorry?
Oh boy.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
I look at him a little like puzzled and kind of like tilt my head to the side and say, no, we reproduce the same way as humans do, and elves and humanoids in general. All right, armory,
So
armory,
figurative babies then.
armory. I kind of like turn Shane around and push him out of the room. Armory, where's the armory?
Okay.
Yeah, Ravona starts pushing you out towards the armory. So, Ravona, you're led downstairs to where the forge is, and you notice off of the forge there's an open stone door. And through the stone door, you see like this armor-clad statue with a great axe sitting beneath between its legs. It's holding the handle, just looking forward. and there are two shelves, one full of weapons and one full of armor, on each side of the statue.
Okay. I turn back to the others and say, so when you walked inside there, this thing started talking to you about not touching the axe and only taking one item, yes?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what he says.
Okay. Then I step inside the room and see. Does it say anything to me, or
No.
is it quiet?
No.
No? Okay. Then I guess it really is only one item in general. Right.
Seems to me.
Then-
How
Yeah.
would I assume that this is an enchantment on the house? One,
Possibly.
why would they let robbers take one thing?
Maybe,
Two.
maybe.
I don't know.
In
any case-
maybe it's a test of greed. You know, robbers are greedy.
Yeah.
So if they
Yes.
let them take one thing, the robbers will be like, nah, I'm gonna take all things, and then they are punished by their greed. Or
It's the
whatever, you
Aladdin
know.
room.
Right.
The Aladdin room.
In any case, I'm going to use my detect magic, Rachel, and see if any of the
Okay.
weapons or armor are magic.
So you concentrate, using the energy to detect the magic items in the room. None of the weapons and armor on the shelves are magic. The only
Okay.
two things that are magic that you can detect is the axe that the statue is holding, and there seems to be some sort of magical energy that's coming behind the wall, behind the statue.
Okay. I say, unfortunately, only the axe is magical in terms of weaponry and armory here. However, and I slowly start walking around the statue, pointedly not touching the axe or the statue themselves. And can I just examine the wall or knock on it? Is it hollow, or is it a false wall or anything?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, great, investigation. I'm so good
We
at
can tell
investigation.
We can tell if it's an illusionary wall
Well,
really quick.
If she knows that something's there, does she have advantage?
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you kind of knock on the part of the wall, making sure it's not an illusion of some sort. You can't tell if it's hollow or not.